Hello everyone, I'm Paul and this is problem 874, Walking Robot Simulation. This is a medium problem and next I will show you my thought process and efficient solution. This is a very long description which corresponds to a very visual problem, so I highly recommend you to read this and try to understand what's going on. Remember that reading is also part of the problem. We have a 2D plane and we are standing at the coordinates 0, 0. So we are here initially and we are facing north. So we can keep track of the current direction with a variable which we'll call d. This is initially uppercase N for north. And we are given some commands. This can be either -2, -1, or a number in between 1 and 9. If we are given -2, we need to turn left. So if we are facing north and we turn left, well, next we are facing west, okay? If we are facing west and we turn left, next we are facing south. If we turn left again, we are facing east. And if we turn left again, we are facing north. Now, if the command is -1, we need to turn right instead. For example, if we are facing north and the command is -1, now we are facing east, and so on. And if we are given one number in between 1 and 9, we need to move forward that amount of steps. So first we are here, and we are given these commands in the example. First we have a 4, which is in between 1 and 9, so we need to move forward 4 steps. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, so now we are here. The next command is -1, so we need to turn right. The direction is now east. And we are still here, we only move with this command. Next we have a 3, so we need to move east 3 steps. This is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. This point corresponds to the coordinates 3, 4. And our job is here, we need to return the maximum square Euclidean distance at any point, which is nothing but x squared plus y squared. Okay, here x is 3, y is 4, so we do 3 squared plus 4 squared, and this is equal to 9 plus 16, which is 25. This happens to be the maximum squared Euclidean distance at any point, so this is the result. Now we can have obstacles also. Let's say that we have one at 3, 4, which corresponds to this point. We start from 0, 0, and the maximum square Euclidean distance so far is 0, so the result is 0. And the first command is 4, which is in between 1 and 9, so we can move 4 steps to the current direction, which is north initially. Next we are here, and this point corresponds to 0, 4. So the Euclidean distance here is 0 squared plus 4 squared, which is 16. And the maximum between 16 and 0 is 16, so the new result is 16. The next command is -1, so we need to turn right. This is now east. And the next command is 3, which is in between 1 and 9, so we need to move 3 steps to the east. Next, we are moving up to this point, but here we have an obstacle, so we can move up to this point as a maximum. Here it says that if we run into an obstacle, we have to stay in the current position right before the obstacle and wait until the next command. Here we are right before the obstacle, waiting until the next command. So the coordinates here are 2, 4, and the squared Euclidean distance is 2 squared plus 4 squared, which is equal to 16 plus 4, 20. And the maximum between 20 and 16 is 20. And now we have already iterated every command, so the result is 20 in this case. So as you can see, this is pretty straightforward. We start from 0, 0 facing north. We are keeping track of the current direction with this variable, and we are iterating commands from left to right. If we find -1, we turn right. If we find -2, we turn left. And if we find a number in between 1 and 9, we take that amount of steps in the current direction. If we find an obstacle, we need to wait right before the obstacle until the next command. So there's one more thing that I would like to mention before going to the code, and it's the following. Let's say that we are standing here and we are about to move to this position. Before doing this, we need to check that we don't have an obstacle here, because if we do have an obstacle, we have to wait until the next command. So the question is, how can we check if this position is available efficiently? Because we can have a lot of obstacles. I think that this can be up to 10 to the power of 4, and this is a lot. If we are here and we are checking if this is an obstacle among 10 to the power of 4 obstacles, where this is quite inefficient. Remember that we need to do this lookup from every point, so we need to think about something more efficient. The trick here is that we can use a set. This will allow us to make lookups in big O of 1 time complexity, which is very efficient. So the first thing that we need to do is transform this array obstacles into a set. Here we are storing obstacles as tuples. In this case, we add one tuple with 3, 4. So when we are here and we are checking if this is an obstacle, we check if we have 3, 4 in our set. Given that we do have this in the set because this is an obstacle, we wait until the next command. Time complexity here is big O of the amount of obstacles that we are given because of this set that we need to build, plus the amount of negative commands, plus the amount of steps that we need to give in total, which is given by the sum of positive commands. And space complexity is big O of the amount of obstacles because of this set. Now, with this in mind, let's see how to code this up, and hopefully you will get the idea. We will use an array to get new directions. This is an array with tuples. So for example, if we want to move north, we add 0 to x and 1 to y. If we want to move east, we add 1 to x and 0 to y. For south, we use 0, -1, and for west, we use -1, 0. And just to be clear, these are north, east, south, west in this order. The initial direction is 0 because we start facing north, and the initial coordinates are 0, 0. Result is 0, and we will have a set for obstacles. So now we can say for A and B in obstacles, every time obs.add a tuple with AB. And now we can iterate every command in commands and check if the current command is equal to -2. This means that we have to turn left. So the new direction is equal to direction -1 modulo 4. Why? Well, because let's say that we are standing here at index 0. If we want to turn left, we need to move from north to west to this last index. How can we do this? Well, we take the current index 0, -1, and then we do -1 modulo the amount of elements here, which are 4. -1 modulo 4 is equal to 3, so now we are looking at this index. That's exactly what we are doing here. Else if the current command is equal to -1, this means that the new direction is equal to direction +1 modulo 4. We are turning right here. Else, this means that we have a positive number in between 1 and 9, so we can say for I in range of this number, meaning for every step, the new x and new y are equal to x plus directions at the current direction 0 and y plus directions at the current direction 1. And we can check if we have a tuple with these coordinates new x, new y in OBS, we can just break this loop. Okay, we are waiting right before the obstacle until the next command. And if we don't have an obstacle, we can say that the result is the maximum between what we have in the result and the new x square plus new y square. And now we can say that x and y are equal to new x and new y. So if we do find an obstacle, the result stays as it is, and we don't update the coordinates. Okay? After all of this, we can return a result. So this is the entire code. Let's submit this and see if it works. As you can see, this works and it's efficient. So If you found this useful, please drop a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.